All right. Go.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Call.
Call.
Tabarah.
Tabarak.
Wah.
Wah.
Kabad.
Kabad.
Lashukah.
Lashukah.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Shalom. Back at you with another day to come out here and preach the word of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, Jehovah, or Yahweh, whose true name is Yahweh, which means He is. Okay? Bahasham means in the name, and Yahweh Shai is the one who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That's the true name of who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. So we just gave all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles who rule well and teach well, great millstone, and sincere shalom to the hopeful elect or the chosen of the true biblical Israelites, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, as well as the Israelite foreign or Gentile that might look like the heathen. In today's lesson, we're just gonna go into being drunk. You know, not drunk physically, but spiritually, because the whole world, okay, the scriptures speak about the broad way. As a matter of fact, hey, can you get that for me, Shemaiah? You know, many will enter into the broad way, but the few. You know, dealing with the chosen, only a few of us is gonna go down this straight path. Okay, the difficult path, which is simply just the truth. Like they have a saying in the world that you can't handle the truth, and that's these people out here. That's why you see people walking around with colored hair, okay, living YOLO, okay? All into like false philosophies and religions and ideologies and wicked imaginations because they don't have the truth. Their default setting is on wickedness. So,
this is Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
yeah, so enter into the straight gate, which means difficult. Embrace the difficult path, meaning that you're gonna grow. You're gonna have to abound, as the scripture command us, over every obstacle and stumbling block in your way. And it starts off with the knowledge, the fear of the Lord. Proverbs 1:7. That's the only way you can abound from the fiery darts of Satan, the rudiments of this world, and all of these snares and traps, and these lies that have been laid down as a foundation in the earth. Right? You know, you have to have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High, which we have not chosen Him, but He has chosen us. Many are called, but few are chosen. And not everybody is called, and not everybody is chosen. So once you have this true doctrine, the correct understanding of the Bible, you got to run with it and make your calling and election sure, okay, by being a doer of the word and not just a hearer of the word. But how can you do any of that if you don't have the truth? Okay, if you don't have the name of the Lord, the true name of the Lord, which is at the beginning of the truth. You calling on Jesus Christ and these other deities, that's not the truth. You starting off with a lie, you know?
And broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat.
Yeah, broad is the way that leads to destruction. Many there be. That's the rest of these people. These people that act like we ain't got the truth, that have no understanding, that just walk by the altar of the Lord. You know, they want to make fun of our garments and this and that. The Lord said, judge not on the outer appearance. Okay? Everything up here is a shadow of things to come. Which if you brought your nasty ass up here, we'd be able to break that down to you. You know, and break down what it means, questions you have, you know? So this lesson is going to be dealing with that, you know, how you people in the world, this place is so wicked, you know, that it seems normal. But now the wickedness is getting so great that people's lives are being affected. And we're only in the beginning of sorrows. You know, the only thing you people recognize is financial hardship because you don't have nothing in your brain. You just worship money. And you worship sex. And all that goes back to demons.
That's right.
People are just nothing but demonic entities, man.
I got a precept on that. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 6. It says, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Yeah, wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth to where it's like You speak about anything righteous or truthful, nigga damn near ready to call the cop. People can't register it. You talk about the football game, or you talk about something hypersexual conversation, talk about something vain and insignificant, motherfucker can listen to you. Them corny, stupid jokes. You know,
jokes and shit.
office jokes. You see people giggling all day, and I'm just wondering, hey, with the state of the world, what the hell could you be laughing at? Nothing's funny, which proves that you people are losing your goddamn minds, man.
I keep going on.
Okay.
This is verse 7. It says, "Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves."
Yeah, so the Most High, you know, He's not gonna spare you people anymore. You know, He says, as you profanely commit, meaning that you go outside of the law, statutes, commandments. The Most High said he's mingled a perverse spirit. So now He's giving you people over to these deities. Okay, which the word demon goes into the Latin word daemon, which means a lesser god, an influence. Now you're being taken over by your whatever you desire until your own destruction. Okay?
It says, "Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually."
Yeah, because a lot of you people are hypersexualized, and that turns into what? LGBTQRZ. And that's all I'm gonna say, but I want to get started on this drunkenness. Let's get that Isaiah 5 and 11.
It was a little more than that.
It was? Okay. Can you hold Isaiah 28?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Matthew 7 and 14, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
Let these clowns. And then you can read it because it's talking over.
This is Matthew 7 and 14, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and there be few, and few there be that find it.
Yeah, few there be that find it. Since we right there, you can go to Daniel 12, see the first verse through the third verse, where it says there'll be those that can that wake up to everlasting contempt. You want to get it, brother? Baba Shah. Since we right there. So this is proof, because everybody has this narrative that God is dealing with everybody on the earth. And when He sends His Son to come back, He's just gonna scoop up everybody, and there's gonna be a big ice cream party
Right.
with ice cream cake and frozen yogurt. Meanwhile, everybody on the earth, I mean the crowd that just passed by, a bunch of hoes and homosexuals. So how is the Most High, when He clearly made a divide between night and day, good and evil, you know, there's a duality to everything He created, but He's just gonna grab up everybody? That don't even make sense.
This is Daniel 12 and 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Water King. Many of them that are asleep in the dust shall awake. You know, they have a saying that you sleep, you know, like wake up. Not a physical, but a spiritual, like wake up to what's going on. You can't see what's going on happening right in front of you. And dust represents confusion, like in those movies where a nigga throw, it means a low state, but it also means confusion. Like a nigga throw some dirt, get into a fight, and blow some dirt in your eyes, and then you're like, oh, you walking around, the nigga stumbling and running into walls. Okay? Can you read it one more time?
This is Daniel 12 and 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life.
Some to everlasting life. So we just spoke about the broad, the crowd, the many. You know, some are gonna wake up to this truth, and it's not on their time. It's on. This was already predestinated. You know, it was already pre-programmed that the elect would be sealed at the end, written in the book of life. Continue.
And some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Yeah, those, some to shame and everlasting contempt. You know, those who, you know, start to wake up and see what's going on in the earth, like, hold on, something not right, man. I can't afford my mortgage. I can't afford rent. I can't, why everybody seem to be angry and bugged out? You know, people are starting to question, like, what's going on? Something is off. Is it the government? Okay, let's put Trump back in office, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody got a particular imagination about what's going on, but they don't have the root of the truth. You know, so a lot of people are waking up, but it's going to be to contempt and shame once they find out that the Most High is not dealing with them, like these Edomites. The so-called white race, the Most High is going to destroy every Edomite in America.
Right.
You know, by nuclear missiles. So get ready for that. You know what I mean? So that's part of that shame. You know? Where was we at? Yeah, get that Isaiah. Water key. It was a little bit more? It's cool. That was it.
This is Isaiah 5:11. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, to wine and flame them.
Yeah, that's literal. If you wake up early in the morning and you drink some Jack Daniels every morning, you're gonna get cancer fairly fast. If you drinking like that, you're gonna get cirrhosis of the liver. You drinking like that every day.
Right.
Wine or strong drink. You know, your blood vessels are gonna be constricted, and then your goddamn heart gonna blow up, or something else. You know what I'm saying? Now, you got niggas that wake up and go inflame themselves. You know, they put that goddamn rap on.
Right.
You know, nigga wake up, first thing he do, smoke a blunt. Okay, that's part of that strong drink too.
Yep. Throw that rap on.
Throw that rap. It's 6:30 in the morning.
Even the television shows that people be watching, they wake up, first thing they do is throw on baddies or, you know, I mean, you got a lot of senior citizens, they wake up and they throw on the news. You know, Fox 5 News, and just get indoctrinated at 8 in the morning. The 8 in the morning show. You know, they got them damn devils, smiley ass niggas on the camera. You know what I mean? And when you watch that shit, them niggas just be lying to motherfuckers right there on the camera. But motherfuckers will watch that shit because they got an 8 in the morning show. You know what I mean? People get indoctrinated with that shit right away. That's what was scaring people with the whole CV-19 jab. Niggas was waking up watching that shit and then getting scared out of their mind.
Yup. Then what do? They make you send your children off to preschool, and then what, from kindergarten to the 12th grade. So you literally leave the house, you're being indoctrinated, turn the radio on, you gotta listen to this goofy ass music.
Yep. On the way to school.
On the way to school, which is telling you to commit adultery, to smoke a blunt, to be a liar, to worship money, to pretty much be a worshiper of the world, man. To worship his world and the things that are in it. And then you go to school, and then they just indoctrinate you all day. You know? They uphold feminism, okay? They make sure that you're not going in the ways of the truth, you know? So that's an everyday thing. That's how you raised in this place. Now, to prove that drunkenness, let's get Habakkuk 2. Let's get that.
It's Isaiah 28:7. It says, but they also have erred through wine and through strong drink are out of the way.
They have erred.
Yeah.
Those who have erred, what? Erred of the scriptures. You know?
It says the priest and the prophet have erred through strong drink. They are swallowed up of wine.
Yeah, because you got, you know, for one, you Israelites, you're technically the only ones that can be a priest of the Most High. But you got a lot of false prophets among Israel. And then you got the left-hand priests, because you got a left-hand side too of Satan and his priests, the demons. And that represents the so-called white man, the highest level of being a witch or a warlock, because he cometh after the workings of Satan. It tells you that he in 2 Thessalonians that he is the man of sin and the man of perdition, and also the third part of men, okay, which are the sons of the wicked, which is in Malachi 1. Can you read it from the top again?
Yeah, it says, but they also have erred through wine and through strong drink are out of the way. The priest and the prophet have erred through strong drink. They are swallowed up of wine.
Yeah, real quick. Today's your priest are you Israelites. You make the rappers and celebrities your priests. That's who you take your counsel from. And then you were raised off the so-called white man.
Right.
That's why the average Negro and Latino and Native American, if they really be honest with themselves, they'll admit that they want to be like the so-called white man or white woman.
Right.
You see our people, they put blonde in their hair. If your hair not naturally blonde, tell me why the hell you put a blonde fucking streaks in your damn head.
Right.
You know, you lighten your skin. You damn sure you fight for this kingdom. You fight tooth and nail for this wicked ass kingdom, and you know that this is the place where they raped, robbed, and murdered your ancestors.
And that don't mean nothing to Jake at this point. And that's a damn shame that you Negroes and Latinos are really just walking around in the land that you got conquered. Okay, like I always say, Gad and Reuben, they fought a hard war to keep Esau's oppression off their back, and they would turn over in their grave if they looked 100 years down the line, hundreds of years down the line, they see you niggas like this. This ain't what the Native Americans fought for, man. They didn't fight for you niggas to turn out like this, faggots and purple hair and just completely castrated by corporate America. This is a goddamn shame that you Israelites turned out like this.
It's a common thing now for Israelites to get plastic surgery.
Right.
That was taboo a few years ago. Now the black and the Latin woman, that's all you see is ugly ass fucking women with that ugly ass plastic surgery. And I don't know how they think that shit look good.
That's a demon.
Even a BBL. I don't even want to lay down with no bitch with no BBL, man. But the hell with what I want. Can we get that
It's still a little bit more.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Finish it off. It says, they are out of the way through strong drink. They err in vision. They stumble in judgment.
Yeah, they err in vision. Not meaning like when you drink, you do err in vision. Things get blurry, but spiritually. Okay? The spirit is dealing with before. You know, because a prophet, right? When you break the word down to prophesy, when you break that word down, pro means forward and side means to speak. So talking about future tense. And a gift from the Most High is to be able to see. Okay, to be able to see. Let them that have eyes, let them see. Let them that have ears to hear, let them hear. That's what Yahushua kept saying. Because as he was speaking parables to crowds of Israelites, only those who were of the elect or predestined, okay, to receive the knowledge, those were the only ones who could interpret what he was saying. You know? That's why he would say, let them hear. Speak a parable, which is like a metaphor, a riddle. Like when you hear a nigga, rapping, he got some dope punchlines, metaphorical. You listen to what he's saying, you be like, damn, how you put that together?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how Yahushua was speaking with the word. And he told his disciples, they asked him, they said, why do you speak in parables to the people? He said, because the truth is for you to get, it's not for them. You know? So this truth is not for everybody. God is not, you can't just open your mouth and say God and Christ and then all of a sudden you gonna make it. You know?
Like that.
You gotta have understanding, and that goes against the wine.
And it talks about they stumble in judgment. And this is why can't nobody see that it's the end of the world. You know what I mean? These niggas is too drunk. You know what I mean? When a nigga is drunk, stumbling out the bar, I mean, he could be taken advantage of. You could literally walk up on him and just start digging in the nigga pockets and get, snatch the nigga wallet. That's how a lot of these bitches that be out on a Saturday night, how you think they take advantage of these niggas? Because they get them drunk first. You know how many niggas have been robbed because they was drunk and their vision was impaired? So spiritually, these people, they stumbling in judgment. They can't put the pieces together, man. I mean, anybody in a right fucking mind should have watched that Kamala Harris and Donald Trump debate, and you should have seen that was a theater show.
Yeah.
You know, me personally, I mean, ain't nothing wrong if you watch it, but I didn't watch that shit for no more than 5 minutes because I'm like, it's a theater show. I already know the results. I don't need to hear what these niggas is talking about. But some people, they get so caught up in that and they really hold on to that shit because they stumble in judgment. They don't know what the hell else is going on.
And how you gonna know what's going on if you ain't never known the truth? Once somebody present the truth to you, it's completely foreign.
Right.
You know, a lot of these bitches want to believe a lie.
Yeah.
You got fat bitches that know they a burger away from exploding,
Yeah.
that motherfucker thinks she running around buying new outfits. You tell her something, hey, look, this is what you should do. She'll damn near call the cops on you. Shit, I'm just telling you the truth. You think she want to go to fucking LA Fitness and take heed to that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can look better than what you know. But hey, everybody love flattery, and that's what the scriptures say, that everyone speaks flattery with one another. You got groups of friends that all they do is lie to one another and hate on one another. You know.
Yep.
But
and if I can say real quick, that's what getting drunk is about. It's about flattering yourself. Niggas go out, get drunk for what? They go out and get drunk so they could put on a different persona. It's a flattery. It's like a flattery mechanism. Like, let me get drunk so I can talk to these bitches. I can get the courage. You know what I'm saying? So that's how these people are. They look themselves in the mirror, knowing goddamn well that they wicked and rotten, and they'll sit there and tell themselves, "No, I'm doing a good thing. I'm not a whore. I'm you know, being gay is a spectrum." You know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Social media is like a bottle of alcohol, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, these women are going off social media, bro. You take social media away, and a lot of this shit these people in general are used to, they wouldn't know what to do with their lives. They're drunk off of TV and all these stupid ass reality shows. They've developed their whole entire being off of some shit that came off the fucking television.
A bitch that's like 21, from like 21 to 23, she's pretty much dead in her soul because she grew up off social media. When she was you know what I mean, when she was in middle school, they had Instagram. You know what I mean? So she already had a page. You know what I mean? A lot of these women out here and a lot of these little low vibration little teenage niggas, they grew up off this madness. So they're way worse. They're if they grow up, they're gonna be way worse than a motherfucker that's like 35, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Scriptures say that, you know, they're gonna bring forth monsters. Mischievous women gonna bring forth monsters, man. You know, that's why the Lord gotta judge this place and just eviscerate everybody, because there's no more talking. We can't, there can be no more generations, like the brother said, you know. So this generation can't pass the destruction, as it says in Matthew 24. See, it was the elites, I forget what year, but you know, it was their agenda to put a household TV, put a TV in every household in America and around the world, so that they could start their, because a TV is a medium. That's why they call it the media. It's a vessel that they use to portray the witchcraft on you. It's like when you say medium in the middle, right? That, here you are on this side, and this is the TV right in the middle. This is where you're getting your doctrine, your psychosis, them spirits. That's why they call them channels. You know, they're channeling demons on you. And like I went into a couple weeks back, a tutelary deity is nothing but a demon that attaches itself, you know, because a couple weeks ago, pretty much I went into a lesson going into the word democracy and how it breaks down to a demon-like rule. Okay, so what you have is something called a tutelary deity, where, like for example, a cross, you know, the American flag and all of these symbols, gang signs.
Right.
Those are demons that portray themselves through these different. Let me just read it real quick. Salaki, I got it right here. Salaki, take our time. It says a tutelary deity is a spirit dealing with those demons of higher intelligence on the left-hand side, who is guardian, patron, or protector of a particular place, geographic feature, person, lineage, nation, culture, or occupation. So all throughout this society, which we're getting ready to go into it in Revelation 16, this whole system is built off of what? Signs, symbols. You know, you people, you see the average person, when they take a pose for a picture, what do they throw up? They throw up the devil horns.
Right.
They don't even know why. They just do it because what? They seen everybody else do it. I don't even want to do it right now because they're going to say we Masonic.
Right. You got the dollar bill. That's like,
Oh, yeah.
that got all types of symbols on it that you don't even understand.
Yep.
They said even a dollar bill, you could put that shit under a microscope and you'll still be finding symbols.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, the dollar bill. all throughout TV. If you pay attention to these movies, a lot of these horror films, right? You people have you worship Jesus Christ in Christianity, not knowing that that comes from a Roman Catholic church. Well, what do you see in the Roman Catholic Church? Crosses. In every horror film, what do they show you? The most horrible films show you, they always got to show you the cross and the Catholic Church, a lot of the symbols in the Catholic Church.
The nun.
The nun.
Yeah.
Because all of that stuff is dealing with Satan, man. And we're getting ready to go into it right now. The Catholic Church, man, is a demonic entity. That's hence where you get Christianity. And that goes back to you people being drunk because you don't even know the origins of Christianity, modern day Christianity. You don't know the root of these scriptures. Okay? Because Christianity is not the same as the movement of the followers and disciples of Hamashiach, whose true name is Yahushua, not Jesus Christ. Okay? It was those followers who were being persecuted for believing in the truth and believing in the word of the Most High. You people don't keep the commandments of the Most High to the best of your ability. Every time you go into the scriptures, it never fails. You bring out the scriptures to someone, they ready to go.
Yeah.
I love Jesus Christ. You bring out one scripture, cover your damn ass up. Oh, I gotta go.
that doesn't know where.
It's a new day today. It's 2024.
What the fuck that mean?
Now, the scriptures say we can't keep the laws, statutes, commandments perfectly, because there's over 600 of them. But we should rehearse the righteous acts. If you can keep it, you're supposed to keep it. If you can follow the dietary law, follow it. So, get that Habakkuk Bible shop, unless you have it. Yeah, and it all goes back to you being drunk. Some drunk off strong drink and others off wine, because you got certain people that's completely gone. You know, you got Jake, you know, they got a zeal. They teeter-totter on the, you know, they 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's like wine, you know.
Right.
You drunk off that weak shit, that you know, you might have one of the little girly drinks.
Right.
But then
margarita,
you know, but then you got a nigga like Esau Edom, the so-called white man. That nigga off some other shit. He off of that
for that
what's some strong ass shit?
that Jose Cuervo.
Shit stronger than that.
Don Julio.
Some Don Julio, some moonshine.
Moonshine, I was about to say that, yeah, that moonshine, that 85% type
know?
shit, you know?
That nigga tell you it ain't no Most High, it ain't no God. That everything just appeared out of thin air. The whole universe, complex design of creation. Romans, the 1st chapter, go into that. And it tells you that no human can deny that there is the Most High because you're looking at it. You know?
This is Habakkuk 2 and 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also.
Yeah, making him drunken. Who is that? Woe, meaning destruction unto him that giveth his neighbor strong drink. Can we get thy mother's son? I forget how I would say. I'm talking about Esau. You know what I'm talking about? Thy mother's son, something like. Yep. Just hold that. You know, see these scriptures, they link up like a puzzle, like a smooth song, you know. That's why it tells you in Isaiah 28 that the way you're supposed to read this Bible is line upon line, precept upon precept, a little here, a little there. But if you don't have the Spirit, if you drunk, you can't do that. You can't piece the scriptures together like this. You're going to be mixing in mythology, fables, genealogies, science, falsely so-called, the doctrines of this world, which is nothing but a bunch of fucking folly, man. That's why you people you don't know what's going on right now. You don't know that it's the end. There's no way for you to know because you don't have any knowledge. You don't have the fear of the Lord. The only knowledge you got is what Kim Kardashian did a couple years ago. And what team is about to play, or what dumb bitch is coming out with a new makeup line. Some stupid shit.
Right.
When the elites of this world, the globalists, are getting ready to wage war on you dumb idiots. They're done with taking care of you people, man. And building these infrastructures that house you and bringing in clean water to you and you know, the clothing industry. They gotta feed you people, man. They done with that. They're getting ready to go hide from the wrath of the Lamb, Yahushua. That's why they're building these billion-dollar bunkers right now.
And I noticed you got two type of Jakes out here. You got one Jake that's looking for the religion that lets them do what they want to do, or they just don't want to deal with it at all. So you got two kinds. Okay, I'm gonna go be the Nation of Islam because I can still keep this lifestyle, right? Or I'm just not gonna deal with the Lord at all and just live my lifestyle. They're looking for 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And you gotta be fully persuaded in your mind. You gotta have the fear of the Lord to serve him, man. It's about to get really, really bad out here. You wanna keep being drunk, that's on you. But you're gonna wanna open your eyes when it's too late. It's damn near too late right now. Imagine when the dollar collapses. And that can happen any month. They're talking about it. Say in January, they bring in the BRICS currency. Everybody gonna say, oh, that don't matter. Well, you gonna see how much it matters. While you was worshiping Virgin Mary, that's another one, a Catholic. You know, they think that she's the savior, woman worship. You know?
Yep. Hey, yep. That's why a lot of you gonna take that charagma, the mark of the beast, because you're not gonna know. You're not gonna have the concrete. You haven't counted the cost. The only way you can count the cost, whether or not you're gonna be a disciple of Hamashiach Yahweh Shema Shai, is to have that understanding. You know what you're involved in. You know what's at stake. You know who your enemy is. See, what comes with false doctrine and paganism, okay? Which Christianity is nothing but Coptic Christianity, which goes back to Egypt. That's why people are confused and they say, oh, the Bible is fake. They get the cross and stuff from the Eye of Horus, okay? Because men have always been mixing in lies with the truth. That's all it boils down to, the truth and anti-truth. And your imagination, you could create any type of idol. Any type of, I'm the baddest nigga in the world. Is that the truth? You made an idol out of yourself. You know? You got some niggas that worship money to the point they willing to do anything to get a rap contract. That's an idol. And that's where you Israelites are right now. Anything for the bag, and that's gonna be all in vain. Because the Most High is getting ready to destroy this place, man.
This is Revelation 22, and I'm going to start at verse 18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, Yahweh shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book.
He's going to add unto you first a strong delusion. Imagine being under a strong delusion you have no control over. And that's pretty much what the Lord is doing to you Israelites out there that will not turn back to him. Okay? Your delusion is getting stronger and stronger for this place. In the middle, you're gonna be snared in them nuclear missiles.
Right.
You know?
Look at these Jerry Curl pastors. They add to the scriptures every day. Virgin Mary is the Savior. The Seventh-day Adventists in 2025, they're gonna do a rapture. Okay, what does rapture mean? Okay, they think you're gonna be walking around in a suit and then all of a sudden you just vanish and then you was a wicked demon and you get to go to the kingdom. It don't work that way.
Yeah, what the brother's talking about, these different pagan ideologies that was mingled in the script. We'll get to that next. Remember that. Let's just hit those parts real quick.
Let me get 19 with this.
Okay.
Revelation 22 and 19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, Yahweh shall take away his part of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book. Okay? And you got people that's so scared to hold they're afraid to just bring out the prophecy and they hold their sword back from blood. So they won't say the truth in its fullest. Instead, they'll tell you smooth things, right? That you could be a faggot and make it in the kingdom. That the woman could be the head of the house, okay? That you could disrespect your parents. That you could be a scammer. They tell you all these feel-good things, all right? Well, if you're a people pleaser, the truth ain't for you, because people gonna be mad at you every goddamn day.
Hey, well, look at the division in our households, the so-called black household. The whole household is drunk.
Yeah.
You got the so-called black woman. She has so much hate towards her own because she says that anytime you talk to him, she bringing up Big Mama and them and what Big Mama. We was all abused. Kevin Samuels showed you that. And what did he say? He said, where do you motherfuckers get all of these goddamn lies? You always go back to Big Mama telling you that. That's all a figment of your imagination.
Yeah, the black women, they got that mentality like all a man is gonna do is just beat your ass and leave you pregnant. Just them, you know, that bullshit ass stereotypes. I be asking women nowadays, I'm like, who taught you that? Because all of y'all saying the same shit. This ain't something y'all came up with on your own. Y'all motherfuckers been taught that bullshit, that the black man is just this this terrible monster that just, you know what I mean, he just gonna take your money and just beat you senseless.
Take your money. He's lurking around with other women.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's a righteous thing. He can have more women.
Right.
But you're drunk off philosophy of this world, and like the brother said, that's poisonous. Somebody hold. Can you get Deuteronomy 32 and 32, Baba Shaw, real quick?
Last part, it says,
Let him bring that first. It's a lot to just pop in my mind. You know, as people walk by, they don't know what we're really saying because the spirit got it in code. You gotta literally come up here and dialogue with the spirit if the Lord permit.
If the Lord permit.
32. Start there and then.
If the Lord permit, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people, the Lord don't permit you to even come up here. That's why, you know what I mean, you see a lot of motherfuckers just keep walking because the Lord ain't dealing with them at all in their personal life. You know?
That's right. Hey, because if they get this truth, he'd have to convert and heal them, as the scriptures say. The Lord he doesn't want to heal these people. These people they're not even willing to bring forth any fruits meet for repentance. You tell them, okay, look, here's the dietary law. In the next hour, they're gonna go to a restaurant and eat some damn calamari, catfish or something, you know. Let me just make sure you got the point. Start at 31 and then hit 32, Baba Shaw.
The book of Deuteronomy 32 and 31. For their rock is not our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges.
Okay, yeah. Their rock is not our rock. Speaking of the other nations, and 2/3 of our own people, meaning their strength, their foundation. You know, everything starts from the foundation. If you can't walk, if your toes messed up or something, you ain't gonna be able to walk. You know, you build a whole building on some sand, you don't build a foundation, you can't even build the building. Because it's gonna get to the point where the shit is gonna get too tall or too heavy and it's gonna fall over.
That's right.
You know? And the Lord spoke about that. If you're not built on a solid foundation, when persecution comes, afflictions, the loss of things, okay, people coming against you, the rudiments of this world, you're gonna be uprooted. You ain't gonna stand firm on the truth. All right? And that's if you get the truth. Most people in their lifetime will not adhere to, they will not receive the message, the truth.
Go ahead, Q. Speak
32,
up louder, even louder.
32. For their vine is not our vine. No, for their vine is the vine of Sodom and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes.
Right there, stop right there real quick. Their vine is the vine of Sodom. I forget where that's at. It might be Jeremiah 18. He said he made Israel a beautiful vine. You know? Now their vine is of Sodom and Gomorrah. What's one of the biggest topics in the earth over here in America? Sodomy. Being a member of the LGBTQRZ movement.
Hey, at this point, sodomy has got so goddamn outrageous, man. You got heterosexual women that are trying to involve you in butt play with them. And you not gay, and she's supposedly not gay, but you know what I mean? Now, two couples, a man and a woman, they trying to do shit in the ass now. You know what I mean?
And
Well,
you got it.
no, I was just gonna say it. That's how far it's gone. You know what I mean? That's how deep the vine of Sodom, okay, has reached these people, to where now people, they can't even have regular relationships anymore. A man and a woman can't even have a regular relationship anymore because it's some freaky, sexually perverse, out of the ordinary crazy shit that's going on in the bedroom, man. But that all comes from that vine of Sodom, man. That's what they was doing in Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Unlawful sex.
Keep going. Okay, yeah, keep going.
32. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom and the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are the grapes of Gal. Their clusters are bitter.
Next verse.
33. Their wine is the poison of dragons and the cruel venom of
Ass.
asps.
That's the point right there. Their wine, metaphorical, meaning their doctrine. The word doctrine means to learn. When you was a baby, You had to learn how to talk. You had to learn what not to do. You had to learn everything.
Plus they call them spirits, right, brothers?
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
That foundation, you know.
Amen.
And it says that it's poisonous. Say that again.
Their wine is the poison of dragons and the cruel venom of asps.
Yeah, those are two poisonous serpents. Okay? And you get bitten by a poisonous serpent, you might not drop dead that second. You might not drop dead that second, but you're going to walk away and drop dead. And that's the state of you people. You don't know that you've been injected with the poison of the serpent, which is the Edomite man, the so-called white man. You're living in his kingdom. That's why in the book of Revelations, it likens his kingdom in Revelations 12 as a dragon. Get that real quick. Revelation 12 and 12, the old serpent. You know? He started off as a little poisonous little serpent. You know? Hence, this is why the so-called black woman is so in love with the so-called white man. Unbeknownst to you, you so-called Negro men, you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? You want to defend all these harlot-ass Israelite women that done already made it in their mind to turn their back on their own people.
She done already. She already made her mind up that she rolling with the so-called black man. I mean the white man. The moment she started using 911 as a scapegoat.
That's right.
The moment the black woman started to get comfortable with 911, that should have let you Negroes know that she's not on your side. Okay? Because she'll use that motherfucker quick as hell. You know what I mean? You raise your voice at the black woman now. She quit. What did you say, nigga? You know what I mean? She got 911 on the speed dial, man. That's her siding with the enemy, man.
And she submitted herself to the government and the school system. You hear these demons all day talk about how they're more educated than the so-called black man and shit. Says who? Who you been educated by? The fucking devil. Let's get that just real quick. Let's go.
This is Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Is that what you want?
You said Revelation 12 and 12, didn't you?
Oh, my bad.
you did.
But it says, I said the wrong verse.
That's 12 and 9.
12 and 9.
Yeah, that's 12 and 9.
Okay, this is Revelation 12 and 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan.
Real quick, that great dragon is Rome. Okay? Pagan Rome was cast out, but it's back today as the eighth horn. You know, it's back today as America. That's why you have something called the Treaty of Rome, okay, which was pushed into effect, what was that, 1954, I believe? You know? Continue. So that's speaking about America, the dragon, which goes back to Daniel's the 7th chapter. You know?
It says, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
And that's speaking about his military, his Air Force. Right now, they've been working on the 6th branch of the military under Donald Trump. He came out with that. Why? Because they plan on fighting the Lord at his return. So pretty much they're putting weapons in space, and they're preparing the Air Force. Okay, that's the angels. Read that part again.
Mm-hmm. And it says, he was cast out in the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Yeah, they show you that in that movie Independence Day, where the whole earth stopped because a foreign threat came out of the sky. But then they put a tweak on it and made it like Will Smith was fighting aliens,
Right.
which really that represents the angels. You know, and the so-called white man not gonna win. Will Smith is not gonna come out of the closet and win. You know,
Yeah. You're not
win it
gonna
for
get that
everybody.
victory. Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. But did you get that? The old devil, the serpent. You read that part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to bring that part to show you that it goes back. What it's trying to do is tie you back to the serpent in the garden, the lineage of the lineage of the wicked, which is the third part of man, Esau, Edom. He is the serpent, Cain, Esau, Edom. Okay, and hence today, he's covered the whole face of the world with cities, as it says in Isaiah 14. And in that same chapter, it warns us not to allow him to do that. Because then he will bring about a kingdom like we have now, a beast, a dragon. You know, dragon is dealing with Dracon, meaning harsh. And you people getting ready to find out what that means. Wicked laws and you know, that are.
It's going to crush everybody when the draconian measures come because you're used to the government helping you, right? The EBT, the Section 8, child support. So once you see these draconian measures, everybody going to be scratching their head. But you read Revelation, the 18th chapter, it said the nations will cast dust on their head. That represents mourning. You guys going to be doing the same thing once you realize this ain't your buddy, because it's not. You had a house for a couple years. You had a nice car. You had everything in front of you.
Yeah, right.
The only way out is the Lord. That's it. And this is the right belief right here. The Lord, the Spirit brought us here, and it's predestined.
If you say we lying, okay, they're working on your freedom of speech. In the last couple of years, you got fact checkers all over the internet. You can't say what you want. You get your pages suspended. Now, you know, when you go to these cities, you gotta pay to park anywhere.
Right.
You know, and it's just getting worse every year. They're finding a new law to ensnare you up, so you gotta go to court and pay out more money when it's already hard enough.
Yep.
Taxes.
Seatbelt law.
Yeah, seatbelt laws. If I want to fly out the window, let me do that.
Right.
That'll be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Can't travel without a passport. Passport costs money. How much passports cost? Like $200, $300 or something like that? $300? I mean, you got to pay $300 to leave the United States of America. What kind of madness is that? Why can't I mean, if a man got a boat and it's water, shouldn't he just be able to just sail wherever the fuck he want to?
you're not free.
Yeah.
And you're not able to identify that you're in slavery because you don't have the love of the truth. You don't have the truth. You're drunk. You know? What's some other Drake on? And we're at the beginning of it. You had Trump speaking about bringing back public executions.
Yeah.
And you know who's gonna be at the forefront of public executions is you Negroes. While you walking around thinking that your shit don't stink.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That's why they got they got this whole Haitian epidemic where it's like now these Haitians is like eating dogs and shit, right? And the migrants. That's all they're gonna use all of that shit to frame the rest of you Israelites that's out here. Okay, y'all motherfuckers is some rabid dogs. You eating dogs and children and shit.
Just
And
thugs.
Just thugs and shit.
They're gonna start playing all this music.
Yeah.
Because you wonder why the music on YouTube, you have a 16-year-old toting guns, a house full of 16-year-olds on YouTube. That's not hate speech though. Talking about selling drugs and how they're gonna kill one another on the ops. You know why they letting that shit pass?
Yeah.
Because they're gonna bring all them files out to demonize you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans in front of the whole world, and then they're gonna exterminate you. They're gonna come at you.
And they got that nigga. I'm still trying to figure out how that nigga Pop Smoke, how his murderers are still running around free today. Like they doing interviews and they getting on Pop the Balloon shows. I'm like, but it's everybody know he murdered Pop Smoke. Well, they let niggas like that roam the streets, okay? Because they need all of that for an accusation. Look, these niggas is crazy. They're murderers. They kill each other. The black woman is just constantly murdering her child. You know what I mean? They need all of that evidence. So when they come down with that martial law, they have full jurisdiction to go in your neighborhood first.
And people are not gonna feel bad about it. They're not gonna try to stop. They're gonna be like, well, finally, yeah, get them niggas out of there. Because it's coming out, a lot of it. I just saw something today where a group of guys that live in Chicago, they were saying, look, all that shit they saying about these migrants coming over here and taking over this spot and that spot is totally false. He was literally saying that. He was like, nah, I had to come out and do a video because they trying to get, and he said they trying to get some shit started, get us already better than we already are, and bring that martial law. You know, and then it's coming out with that Aurora, Colorado, that they bigging that shit up. This is the same thing that Nero did, okay, going back to ancient Rome against the Israelites. That's why it tells you in Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter that nothing is new under the sun.
Right.
All spirits are recycled.
That's right.
So you got these same people on the earth today doing this, want to do the same thing to us. But see, the difference is all you heathens gonna be ensnared in this too.
Yeah.
You know?
This time. And brothers say Donald Trump is Nero. And you can see it. Makes sense. You know what I mean? He's very theatrical. and you know, he probably gonna be the next president. You know what I mean? And when he gets in office again, he gonna bring hell on earth. Okay, he going straight after you Israelites. When you watch, I watched a little bit of that debate, and the main thing he kept saying was, we need to stop the migrant crisis. We need to stop the migrant crisis. Now, why you think he keeps saying that? All right, he keeps saying that because he's basically letting it be known our target needs to be Jake. We need to stop Jake. Jake is doing all of this terrorist threats. You know what I mean? He ain't talking about other Edomites. There's plenty of other white supremacist groups out here. Why he ain't saying nothing about them? And them niggas is more organized, and they committing way more murders than these fucking migrants.
What about all the Syrian migrants that came through?
Right.
What about all the Hamitic, the niggas from Sudan that came?
Right.
What about all the Arabs they've been letting, that's on the terrorist watch? Why they not speaking about them? You know, they're only speaking about you tribes, you Israelites, because that fulfills the prophecy of Jacob's trouble. You're going to be at the forefront because you're God's people. You're going to be at the forefront of being demonized in the earth as you already have been. Okay, why? Because the ultimate demon is the so-called white man, the Edomites. Okay, so they want to turn, you know, they want to turn the, what you call that? Like the attention on you Israelites, because we are the reason that they're getting ready to go down. The elect, not you wicked jakes, but the elect, the remnant, the chosen, unbeknownst to you people. So can we go? You got something to say?
And let's get it clear though. Donald Trump keeps saying that he's going to stop World War III. There's nobody out there that can stop the prophecy of the Lord. A big part of Jacob's trouble is World War III, because the migrants is going to be coming over here. And that's why everybody getting excited. He's going to stop the migrants. He's going to stop World War III. He's going to make the economy better. All right, let's go. They did that back in Rome.
Yep.
They did that back in Rome. They tell the people they cared about them. Everything's going to be great. They want to keep you in that illusion that you look online, if the economy's going to collapse, you type it in on Google, it says no. It's always going to say no. It's always going to say this. They're never going to write it out for you like that, but we will.
In the last 7 years, they completely sweep Google of any suitable, truthful, scholarly doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
Because at first, you know, before people was looking for different truths in the internet, these lower luminaries were able to speak to one another by hiding it in plain sight. You know, they would, you know, get it like the Blue Letter, for example. You could get in the Blue Letter and reach parts of the scriptures you didn't even know and bring out more understanding, you know. But they say that the way you keep something from a nigga is what? Put it in a book. So since the prophet's been speaking on a lot of stuff, they've literally, a lot of stuff you can't even find. So hey, that's the Most High, really, fulfilling Amos, the what's that, the 9th chapter?
Right.
The famine of the word, because a lot of you is too late. You know, you might hear something that we bringing out, and you want to go fact check it, and you can't find it no more, because the so-called white man has hid it. Let's go back to that, the Habakkuk, finish it. Yeah.
It's back in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, the 15th verse. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken, also that thou makest look on their nakedness.
Okay, that puttest thy bottle to him. You know, this devil, he gives you, okay, he gave you a cell phone. Before cell phones, right? When you left the house, you had to leave the house the whole day without seeing your woman. It made you appreciate each other better. You didn't have access to every Tom, Dick, and Harry on Instagram. Hence, these women wouldn't have so many options. That's part of that wine, you know, putting that strong bottle to. Here you go. The scriptures tell us that Israelites are supposed to be simple when it comes to doing wickedness. You're not supposed to know. You're not even supposed to know certain realms of wickedness, especially a woman. Your woman is not supposed to know how 6 other men feel.
Yeah, that's evil.
That's wicked. You know, and that's a low number. I wish I could meet a woman with 6 bodies.
Yeah.
That's part of this devil putting a bottle of wine to us. You got many ways the devil. Okay, I'm gonna give you a college degree.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, the nigga indoctrinate you with all this pseudoscience and
And this nigga, This nigga created universities so you could live at the campus. That's terrible for women, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, she's going to college 200 miles away from her house. You know what I'm saying? And she lives on campus. What the fuck you think she finna get into? It's a bunch of horny ass niggas. They all live in dorms that are fucking 30 feet away from each other. Remember Shatya, the brother Shatya, he told me, you know, because he was going to an HBCU out there in Texas, and he was living on campus. He said all of them bitches is like getting ran through by like the same niggas. He said they at the college campus just tossing it up.
Man.
He said it probably wasn't one bitch there that was not getting ran up. Because I mean she's there with no real authority, man. And then what they got for her to help her on the campus, they got a fucking sex ed office. Come get your condoms. They think that that's helping her. And just come get your condoms. Come talk to a sex specialist on campus.
That's
What
why
the fuck is that, man?
That's why America in the Bible is called Babylon, meaning place of confusion. I mean, a woman across the street, she handing out pamphlets. What in the fuck? See, that's why the Most High has to destroy you stupid ass niggas. It's so simple. I mean, it's logical, okay? All the wickedness in the world. Let me just hand out some fucking, I don't feel like talking about these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, like you got them, Salah, like I said,
Yeah, you got it.
them Jehovah Witnesses. Hey, at this point, you walk past the Jehovah Witnesses, them niggas don't even speak no more.
Yeah, they don't.
You notice that? It's like this nigga just sitting here for
Looking
what?
at you. Cause they want.
Big ass sign. I'm like, okay, is this nigga got the word? He ain't even got nothing to say no more, man.
They want you to get in that church.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Finish that motherfucker again, so we just make it clear that you can read that first. Get him drunk.
Okay, go on. Habakkuk 2:15. Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottles to him, and makest him drunken, also that thou may look it, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
And that, let me just say real quick, and you got it.
No, my bad.
Unbeknownst to you people, that's what the elite, the global elites, is doing right now. They're standing back looking at you people drunk. Okay, looking at your nakedness. When you go into Genesis and it speaks about Adam and Eve being naked, that was metaphorical. They wasn't walking around butt naked. That meant that they didn't have the truth. I mean, they was confused.
It was out in the open.
They was out in the open because they transgressed against the word of the Most High, which is likened unto having a garment on. You know, that's what the scriptures say. You know, the elect would have on their garments, their white garments. You know, and then what did it say? It said that they sewed together aprons made of fig leaves,
Right.
meaning that they start tapping into other philosophies. Isn't that the breakdown?
Yeah,
And
they
really-
start getting with the heathen.
Yeah, they start getting with the
Getting with the
other
heathen.
doctrine.
They was
And that
start-
links up with Revelations 21, the leaves. Okay? We don't need to go there. But you was going to say something?
No, I was just gonna say, that goes into them. You know what I mean? They try to flee where them heathens was and shield themselves behind them. You know what I mean? And cover themselves with those leaves. That's why it talks about the chestnut tree, the different trees. You know what I mean? Because it was different heathens on the planet at the time, right? And Adam and Eve, they try to go into their land and hide themselves. Okay, the Lord ain't gonna find us here. You know what I mean?
And so today you see the same thing taking place. The so-called white man is, say so-called because there's no such thing as a nationality of white people. The biblical Edomites, they portrayed themselves as sitting in the temple of the Most High. They've even portrayed themselves as being the people of the Most High. When they're the enemy, they're the wicked that the Bible speaks about. Okay, and they've had it set up to where you Negroes, you go to them, you Israelites, you go to them for counsel.
Right.
Everything you absorb, it has to be confirmed, coincided by the so-called white man. Even these pro-blacks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, like if the Bible is not your authority, then you're going back to your enemy for the one of all things, because everything outside of the scriptures, the truth, it goes back to paganism since the beginning of time. All these holidays you keep, that goes back thousands of years. to ancient Babylon, ancient Assyria,
Yep.
the Persians and the Medes, Egypt. And you unknowingly follow these things at the same time saying that God and Christ gonna save your black ass.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna save you for the nuclear missiles.
You know, a lot of Negroes, they've been duped, okay, into thinking that if the white man don't got the answer, then we ain't got the answer.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The only answer is his answer, and the psychosis is so deep they're subconsciously going off of his theories now. Like we mentioned, like the black woman, she just has this notion in her head that the black man is this evil, demonic demon that's just been a hindrance in her life. Where do you think she get that from, man? She's not coming up with that shit on her own. Okay, that's something that the so-called white man punched into her head. Literally, when you go back to chattel slavery, the black woman and the black man were inseparable. Esau had to literally beat her into submission to believe that the so-called black man was a terror on the earth. That's why he would buck break the black man in front of her, right? He had to do a lot to get her to believe that the black man was her enemy. You know what I mean? So imagine the so-called white man, he just got done raping the black woman, and then he come in hours later and be like, see, where was your husband when I did that? You see, I'm the one that gave you some water after this. He here for you? And then now, hundreds of years later, she's taught her daughter that, her daughter has taught her daughter that. Now you got this madness that's going on with the black woman now. You know?
And she loves to have it so. So you niggas out there, you gotta wake up to that shit. Because anybody that keep going and grabbing a bottle, you know, for a bottle of Hennessy, they're what do you call that? The drunkard.
Yeah, wino.
You're fucking wino. That's the modern day Israelite woman. It's no longer an excuse that, oh, this would happen to us in slavery.
Who gives? Yes.
No, you love the doctrine
Yeah.
of this devil because it empowers you with feminism.
Right.
And hey, we ain't even gotta speak about that because it's already come out what that's about.
Hey,
But a bunch of the men of our people, they don't want to accept it.
Right.
Okay? And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is calling you to be a man and separate yourself from this world. Even the women that you deal with. Once you come into the truth, you're not supposed to be dealing with no light woman.
Right.
You know?
And you know, and that's the spirit, like you just said. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers, they don't have the excuse anymore. Like you said, the woman, she can't play off that narrative anymore. With 200 years and we've been oppressed by the man. And I mean, shut the fuck up about that now, okay? All right? Yeah, okay, whatever in your mind happened, whatever. But isn't there a time to move forward? You know what I'm saying? Isn't there a time to get better with the Lord? These motherfuckers, they want to hold on to them same little stereotypes and that same little narrative, okay? Because like you said, it empowers them. This is what fuels that demon. All of these motherfuckers got that little demon that's whittling in them, right? And they got to feed it. You got to feed that demon. And righteousness starves that demon, man.
You gotta sacrifice for that demon.
You know what I mean? They don't want to starve that demon inside of them, man. You know what I mean?
That's why they I forgot what I was gonna say. You was gonna finish that, and then I got some. Then can we grab somebody grab Revelation 16? And we start putting this. But let's finish out.
This is Habakkuk 2:16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee. The shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
Yeah, because the cup of the Lord's hand got that good wine. You know, like Yahushua turned the water into wine. Water is synonymous with this knowledge. The Holy Spirit, the Spirit that's on us. Any wine that comes from the Lord is good, and that's His word. So it's literally uncovering, okay, the wickedness. This word is the discerner of thoughts. That's why the scriptures say that a man of the Lord is supposed to be able to rightly divide the word of truth. We can come to you and tell you what you're doing is wicked. You can't come to us and tell us what we're doing wicked. You don't know what's wicked.
Right.
You might say, oh, you don't put your seatbelt on when you drive. You quoting some shit the devil, the so-called white man, pulled out his ass in his penal codes.
The DMV handbook.
The DMV handbook. Hey, you got people that steal fruit from the store because they hungry. The scriptures say that's not wicked. But you got your stupid ass, lock them up. You know?
Right there, you be right there to point, what they say, testify
Yeah.
against somebody like that. You know what I mean? And not even examining the whole matter. That, you know what, this person might have just been hungry. I don't, you know, I'm not missing that piece, that item that he took. You know what I mean? I mean, he might have just been hungry. He probably needed more than I do. But these people, they so goddamn fueled off that demon. They so quick to point the finger at everybody else, but they do no self-examination on themselves, man.
About to go home, watch TV
Yeah.
with a husband, kids, drink, got a bank account. You can't even look at the man, snatch some shit and say, you know what, I just turned the eye. You run into the fucking checkout line.
Yeah.
No, that's why the Most High gonna destroy you. You know what I'm saying?
I got a precept real quick. If he's done with that, you done? This is Isaiah 44, and we'll start off in 19 in the NIV. This is the NIV, Isaiah 44 and 19, and this just goes into the mentality of these people that's out here. It says, no one stops to think, no one has the knowledge or understanding to say, half of it I use for fuel, I even baked bread over its coals, I roasted meat and I ate. Shall I make a detestable thing from what is left? Shall I bow down to a block of wood? Right, basically this is talking about how nobody stops to think that these idols that these people that you're worshiping, that the average person is worshiping, is vain. It's an abomination. Nobody puts that logic to the madness of their day-to-day lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? The black man, okay, in his mind, he's been raised to be this thug from the block, or be an all-out coon, okay, and he never considers what the Heavenly Father wants. None of you Israelites consider what the Heavenly Father wants. It's just what the fuck you've been doing, you've been wanting to do this whole goddamn time, man. It ain't never been, you never stop to consider. You know, when you women, when you about to go cheat on your husband, you don't consider, okay, this is wrong. When you go to Planned Parenthood and you about to terminate that child, you don't sit in that goddamn lobby and say, okay, this is wrong.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
That's because you're under the guise of Jesus Christ and Christianity. When you really have the understanding, you got the true name of the Lord, and you fear the Lord with trembling, man. Okay? There's a, you know, the Most High will kill you. You know, you people have an ideology that, oh, he loves everybody and everything.
No matter what I do.
Why you think niggas just get randomly stabbed and ran over and, you know, nigga go skydiving and his shit don't open up?
Right.
Hey, the Lord is over the
issues of death.
the issues of death. You know? And that's partly because you're drunk. You know, you're drunk off of the wine of this world, man. You know, even when we tell you, we could go through these scriptures, you're so intoxicated with the philosophies of this world, you still can't get it. Why? Because you're the way you're taught of the Most High is through the traditions of men. Well, he knows my heart.
Yeah, that's stupid.
He
shit.
knows your heart is wicked.
Yeah.
He knows that you often think about committing adultery. He knows that you smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
And you have no condition in your mind to quit anytime soon. That's what he knows about you.
You know, niggas would just say that, and niggas think they can just say, one day I'ma quit, and they think that that's good enough for the Lord. Well, he knows my heart. He know I want to quit, but I can't. I mean, you a fucking coward then, man. I mean, can you respect somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? A nigga robbed the bank. A nigga robbed the bank, and then you know what I mean, he get in the interrogation room. You think he gonna be able to wiggle out of the sentence if he say, I didn't mean to rob the bank. The Lord knows I didn't want to rob that bank,
Hey,
but I had to.
The Lord is trying to give them some water, trying to give them the word so they can sober up. But you dehydrated. You know, you get to a point where you drink so much, you're gonna black out. You need some water, or you might have to chase it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what, you know what I'm saying. A lot of these Israelite camps, you drinking wine, but it's chased with water. You got the truth, but you mingling it with fucking strong drink and all kind of other philosophies and doctrines of the world. That's what Christianity is. It's nothing but a small remnant of the truth mixed with a bunch of lies. So it's not the truth. You know?
It says, verse 20, it says, such a person feeds on ashes. A deluded heart misleads him. He cannot save himself or say, is not this thing in my right hand a lie?
He said diluted. See? It's diluted. Now you people are diluted. Now your drink that you're drunk off of is diluted because the word is here. Matthew 3. The Lord said, John the Baptist said, one cometh after me that is greater than I am, that I'm not even worthy to tie up his shoe latchet. And he's going to baptize you with fire, which represents afflictions and adversity, which is where we're going to be proved and tried to be faithful. And then with the breath, the water. You know, so now that you know that it's wrong to eat pork, a lot of these niggas out here know it's wrong to eat pork and smoke weed and smoke cigarettes and commit adultery and to be whores and to dress all provocative. They know it's wicked, but they're going to do it anyway.
Right, they diluted. I mean, niggas,
Under the guise of Jesus Christ and Christianity, you're going to say, well, you know, you still got that YOLO mindset.
hey, you know what'll give you the worst fucking intoxication is when you go to the liquor store and you go in that little knockoff liquor aisle. You know where they just got that bullshit yellowtail wine, some shit you don't even know.
Like $3.
$3. That's what these niggas is drunk off spiritually. They're not even drinking the good shit no more. These niggas is just straight drunk off of that off of rubbing alcohol at this point. You know what I mean?
Hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer. You know what I mean? Just absolutely just finished. You know what I mean? That's where it's going to. Like it says in Matthew the 12th chapter, 12:43 going to like 46, I believe. Somebody that don't have the spirit of the Lord in them, they're an open vessel, and the demons is basically playing in their house, playing in their temple. You know what I mean? Like where it talks about he findeth it swept and garnished. You know what I mean? These niggas is just empty. They empty vessels now, and the only thing they can put inside of their body is just the worst possible shit for their existence, man.
Hey, because actual literal drinking alcohol, they call it spirits. And one thing that spirits do, left-hand spirits, they like to come upon you at your weakest point. That's why a lot of people experience something called when they sleep. They call it sleep paralysis, but it's actually spirits. You know, when you awake, you might, you know, shit, did I hear something? Or you could feel the demon might be speaking to you in your voice. You're like, why am I battling this thought? Why did I just think that? The demon gonna speak in your mind through your own voice, but you still kind of can fight it. You know, you can acknowledge it. Some of us,
Right.
you know, some of you too gone. But when you, I forget what I was saying. When you got so many, you so drunk off these philosophies and how you've grown up and been cultivated, a culture in Babylon the Great that is nothing but confusion. There is no root, fundamental foundation of the truth nowhere in sight. You talk to the average person, you could go through 100 people and they all gonna tell you, oh, well, that's your opinion. This is my belief. Nigga, are you 2 years old? You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even make sense. Hey, there's a particular way to build a building. You're not getting around that. When you go to school, there's certain fundamentals. When you learn trades, you have to follow the steps. Okay, you got to build the foundation first. But when it comes to the average person, I just don't feel that way.
I don't know about that.
You know, that's why the Most High is gonna get rid of you people, man.
That's right. That's like a nigga in a boxing fight, and he talking about, I don't really box with my hands. I like to box with my face. You know what I mean? I'm just, I punch with my head. You know what I'm saying? You be like, huh?
Yeah.
You know, what are you
Like, nigga,
talking?
what?
What are you talking about, man? But that's backwards. That's how these people. That's their mentality. It's just completely adverse to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and they don't want no dealings with the Lord. You know.
And partly is because of that philosophy. Your view of the Bible is corny. See, they won't admit it because it's like taboo. They know it's over, but they still hanging on these false traditions that they've been taught. But in all actuality, you view the Bible as corny and weak because of the images that's in your head. We know you Negroes, you still believe in white Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a very soft ass image, man.
Yeah.
A faggot white boy
Yeah.
with some long hair looking like he's a homosexual.
Hey, a lot of you niggas, man, a lot of you bitch ass niggas out here, you laughing at us, but if Yahushua was here in the flesh, you niggas would be scared, because it says Yahushua was an austere man. He had the scribes and the Pharisees. The scribes and the Pharisees, they weren't no small time punks, man. They were sitting up there with the high councils, man, and he had them shook. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Yahushua wasn't nothing to play with, man. You know, even his own disciples, they was on edge being around him. You know, he was real austere, real manly, 100% masculine, man. So when they put this bitch ass nigga Jesus Christ in front of your face, Jake think we coming in that spirit. So that's why Jake get mad at us, like, man, why y'all talking like that, man? That ain't the image I got in my mind about who God is. Well, I mean, you ain't learned who God is, nigga.
That's why a nigga argue with you for cuss words. There is no scripture that tell you don't use cuss words in the Bible. And you're thinking about a curse. Those are two different things. Profanity means to go against the laws of the Most High. That's what profanity means. You say the F-bomb, a nigga say, see, you're not a man of the Lord, because that's what you call zealous speech. But then it goes back again that you people serve the Most High by the traditions of men. So you don't even believe in the Bible. You don't believe in what you say you believe in, because you don't even lean upon the true understanding of these scriptures, because you don't take it as high value. That's why you see no change in the average Israelite's life. The average Israelite, Negro, Latino, and Native American, when you look at them day to day, you see no concrete change in their character.
Nothing.
Yahushua said that we gotta start over and be like babes and be new creatures. You still got niggas running around with dyed hair. You still got women running around hopping in the bed with multiple men.
Family men and shit.
You still got family men that's soft and being beta-like. You still got niggas taking drugs and popping pills. And every last one of these niggas that we just named will tell you that they believe in Jesus Christ.
All of them.
Every last one of them.
All of them. But you know what? But a lot of these niggas, man, at this point, a lot of people are just really just saying they believe in God for bragging rights. You know what I mean? Because I remember I used to do that. You know what I mean? Nigga have a deep conversation with you, and you just start talking about God with them. You don't even know what the fuck you talking about. I'm talking about when I was in the world. You don't even know what you're talking about, but you're gonna sit there and talk with God with another nigga because in your mind it used to give you like some type of superiority. Like, yeah, I'm different. I actually got a moral standard. I'm actually a good person.
It's in the algorithm now.
Yeah, it's in the algorithm. Like, I'm a good person. You see, I believe in God. But it ain't nothing but now at this point with Jake, believing in God ain't nothing but something that you could just you just tell your mama. You know what I mean? Something that you tell niggas at the office to make yourself look cool.
Well, Jake only doing it now because they showed you that in what's that? Damn, it was a video game. Well, pretty much they prognosticated it, which means left-hand prophecy. That's what this devil works with. He'll put something like in The Simpsons, right? They'll show you what they're gonna do years before. But that's not true prophecy. But what's that movie? Damn, it's a movie or a video game where they showed you that at the end of the world, what the elites wanted to do is pretty much take the words of the prophets and the truth of the Bible and then make it mainstream, like God in Christ. All the celebrities are talking about God in Christ. And then that way, they can control the narrative too. Just like with climate change. The Bible speaks about in the end, you're gonna have fires and catastrophic events and all these different stuff and you know, earthquakes in diverse places and famines and all this stuff. But now you get the so-called white man in the media, he's pumping that into your head too. But he could spin it, just like he does with the angels. He tell you, okay, there's these green Martians, we don't know how they look, they're out there, you know. In all actuality, he's quoting the Bible, but he puts his own twist on it because he's pumping you full of that wine. That's why we had the brother read in Deuteronomy 32 that his venom is as the venom of asp. It's poison, you know.
This is Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink.
Yeah, so how you gonna be drunk with wine and strong drink, but not with strong wine and strong drink? Because we've been telling you, it's metaphorical.
For the Lord hath poured upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes The prophets and your rulers, the seers, have thee covered.
Yeah, you're in deep sleep. You sleep. Even though you think, they got a term now. See, that's part of what we're talking about. The woke agenda.
Yeah.
And then when you go into woke you think it means, okay, they're going to be bringing out hella truth about the GMOs and shit. That shit is bugged out. I looked it up one day. That whole woke shit is dealing with the LGBT. It don't even go with the word woke. So a lot of you people say you woke, but you sleep as hell. You gotta wipe the crust out your nasty ass eyes, man. Cause you walking around in daytime, like you can see with your physical eye, but you're being deceived by the the devices of Satan. You're being deceived right in your own face. Niggas is playing right in your own face, man. But see, you people's pride is so great, it don't even matter. You're gonna go back to doing whatever the hell you doing. Pride coming before destruction.
Well, these people, they got their own, in their opinion, they got their own fucking battle that they fight. So it's like, I don't need to worry about conspiracy theories and Illuminati. My battle is more so getting money. I gotta watch out for the ops. That's the devil. Being broke, that's the devil. You know what I'm saying? But people don't go into the deep root of who the devil is and what he's getting ready to do. That's gonna affect your day-to-day life. See, all of these delusions and imaginations is getting ready to be cast down with real reality, man, and death. Okay, because you know what I mean? Cause niggas been holding on to that little fabric, them fabrications, right? That they've been raised with, and they think that that's their own little personal fight. Well, this is my fight with the devil, not having a job, not being able to take care of my family. That's the devil.
I gotta be a real one.
I gotta be a real one.
And then
if I'm not a real one, I'm Satan.
And what's a real one according to this world? Being a fucking nigga? So some wicked ass woman can like your ass? What's a real one to the Most High? Somebody that's loyal to the word. Which the word is the guidance for creation. You go outside of that, you have what we have now. 2 niggas want to have sex and bring forth nothing.
Right.
2 women wanting to carpet munch and just become demons and not be able to cohabit with a man.
Yeah.
That's what a real one in this world is. Being on drugs.
Yeah.
Until your fucking brain is fried.
That nigga real.
And then everybody applauds you. But then when you bring out the truth, they looking at you like you got 10 heads. That's why the Most High gonna kill you. It ain't gonna be no talking.
Look at a nigga like Tupac. Niggas think Tupac was like the realest nigga alive. But hey, you go into Tupac's backstory, he was actually the fakest nigga alive, man. He wasn't from the West Side. The nigga was in theater, ballet. He's an actor.
Gay as hell.
He's gay. You know what I mean? The nigga wasn't nothing that you niggas thought he was, but motherfuckers is dying with his philosophy, getting it tatted on their arm. He's the dopest nigga alive to them, Tupac. Some thugged out, dumbass, bald nigga, man.
Well, look at society now. Look at the conditions of the Negro community. You got all these gangs, right? They're supposed to be the epitome of tough, right? Right now would be the perfect time to come at the law. Society is weaker than it's ever been.
Yeah.
The police, they only concerned about being cute with a part down the middle now.
Got a woman on the force.
You got women all up. Where the gang niggas at to do anything? See, that's why the Most High said that everything you niggas do was gonna be like a swelling breach, man. And now it's getting ready to blow up in your face because you trusted in lies, man. You made lies your refuge, man.
I got a quick precept. Can I get this one? This and then get back to it. This Isaiah 28, because you were still on that, right, Shamara? No, okay. Isaiah 28:1. It says, "Woe to the crown of pride, to the drunkards of Ephraim, whose glorious beauty is a fading flower, which are on the head of the fat valleys of them that are overcome with wine." It talks. So basically, Jake is a fading flower, man. You know what I mean? Like the scriptures say, I created your branches to be beautiful. I created you to be a holy and a beautiful plant. You became a degenerate vine to me, man. Jake is fading away. His spirit is fading away, man, because you overcome with wine. You niggas ain't getting better, man. Okay, you could come up with all the black-owned businesses you niggas want. All right, you ain't getting better, man.
Yeah.
All right, you're getting significantly worse, man. All right, because you haven't addressed the real problems inside of your community, man. Why is the women of your nation? Why are they just running around with no restraint? Jake don't want to address that. Why are half of the men in your community faggot? Jake don't want to address that. Why is the food that you niggas eat at all of your celebrations, why is it full of abomination? Niggas don't want to address that, right? So now you niggas is just absolutely destroyed, man. You keep smoking cigarettes, you don't stop.
Niggas got high blood pressure. You won't even address that. It's not hereditary. It's really you being poisoned. You go to any neighborhood where our people are at, all that 7-Eleven, all that fucking processed shit. But what? You so involved in what? The wine of this world. You let the so-called white man again. Oh, it's hereditary. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it. Don't worry about it.
No,
Your
nothing you can do about it.
You know, nigga, you're eating high fructose glucose syrup every day. You're eating preservatives in every meal. Every meal is full of starch. That's pure cancer. You're drinking alcohol.
Yep.
It got all kind of sulfates.
Smoking weed.
You're smoking weed, which is it's making your blood work acidic.
Yep. And Jake think they clever now because they got them little pins. Now you see a lot of Jakes with them little pins.
Yep.
They think they beat the game, nigga. I heard that's even worse, man.
Yeah, it is.
Because not only are you allowing the smoke to come and burn your lungs, now it's a straight chemical coming from the fucking pin, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So yeah, Jake is his spirit is just fading off, man. He ain't got Jake. Ain't nobody afraid of Jake no more. Niggas is disrespecting Jake. Jake ain't got no more talent.
Nothing.
Jake ain't got nothing, man. The last hope of Jake is the elect. We the last lively spirits y'all niggas got, and y'all hate us for it, man. Really, y'all motherfuckers should be coming up here trying to figure out how you can get a portion of this, man. We don't need to come to you bitch ass niggas and learn shit, man.
Yep.
All right, we see the fruits of you niggas works. It's sorry, man.
And the Most High getting ready to expose you in front of the whole world. Because y'all niggas, you got these women deceived. The Most High is going to bring so much pain to you Negro, Latino, and Native American men. You're going to have the top gangster out here on the ground in fetal position crying real soon. With snot bubbles coming out of his mouth, man. Out his nose. You know? But let's hit that. I just want to run through that Revelation 16 real quick, and then we can do whatever. Start at 13.
This is Revelation 16 and 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. For they are...
So start over, my man.
This is Revelation 16 and 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast. And
Yes,
out of...
the dragon represents Rome. When you break down Daniel's 7 and Revelations 13, it speaks about the dragon, okay, with 7 horns and 10 heads. In ancient Rome, you had Rome that was the spearhead of the beast, you know, in the ancient world. And they also had proximity armies as well. They had soldiers from other countries that was joined in alliance, just like today you got America in the NATO, in the EU. You know, same thing. That's why in Revelation the 13th chapter it speaks about that deadly wound that was healed. You know, so the dragon gives the beast his power today. The dragon is America is the spearhead for NATO and the EU and their alliance against Russia and their allies, and that's fulfillment of Ezekiel 38.
And it says, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet, for they are the spirits of devils.
Yeah, out of the mouth of the beast and the mouth of the false prophets. That's dealing with Rome. What do you call that? The Vatican. Okay. It said 3 unclean. Just go back to that point.
It says, and I saw 3, Revelation 16 and 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon.
Now, when you deal with the voice of the Lord, that's going into his prophets, what you see us doing now. But the Most High is not going to just just come down here and have a bullhorn and start speaking to you people over national TV. He's going to raise up prophets. And then he sent his son over 2,000 years ago and you killed him.
Yeah.
You know? So the mouth of the the beast and the dragon, that's likened unto, these Edomites, these presidents, their ways and the things that they say and they prophesy and their doctrine, their philosophies. But it says 3 unclean spirits, which represents, it's financial sector. Let me read this, because Apostle, I got to go deeper into this. Apostle Ramla did a lesson, a good one. I didn't have time to go deep into it, but it's topical. It's dealing with the financial sector, which you could deal with the IMF, the International Monetary Foundation or Fund, which these devils, on an international level, they were paying off other countries. Like, you got third world countries, right? They'll come into a third world country and say, look, accept homosexuality on the slide, accept Christianity, accept these things, and look, we'll support your system. We'll give you $1 billion every 6 months. And once you take that wine, once you take that, guess what? Now your whole nation is turned out. The women are all whores now. Niggas is drunk off of all these different pagan philosophies. Niggas is crazy now. There's no more foundational function. The morale goes out the window. The country is destabilized. That's what the international, the international monetary thing was about. And then they can enslave you. It's like a gift destroyeth the heart, scripture says. Somebody give you something, you feel like you owe them. Now you trimming your ways. Okay, one of those other devils, because say it again, read that part again.
It says, and I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon and out of the mouth of the beast.
3 unclean spirits like frogs. Now, unclean spirits, demons. So these are demonic entities. These are demonic thoughts, demonic ways. The other is the religious sector. And I'm about to go into that. The religious and the legislative sector, which are hand in hand. I'm going to read something real quick. This is called, you can look it up. You got to type in something called U.S. Relations. Let me open up that article. Here it is. Oh, damn. What's up? Yeah, so it's called, you can type it in your computer. It's called Holy See, Holy space SEE, the U.S. Department of State. This is a real website. Okay, let's see what it's about. One second. Here it is. I'm gonna just read a little bit on it right here. The Holy See is the universal government of the Catholic Church. Read that part where it said, let's speak about the Vatican.
This is Revelation 16-13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon.
Yeah, the mouth of the dragon, and it says something about the false prophet.
And out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
Yeah, so that's the whole union between, America, the beast, which is NATO, and the European Union, and there's their religious sector, which is dealing with the spiritual demon Satan. It confirms that in 2 Thessalonians, under the guides of their high-level priests, which starts with the papacy, the Pope, which originally, the original popes were so-called black people, which was called the Holy Roman Empire, where Negroes ruled Europe for 1,000 years. And they were going off too, but it wasn't like these devils, because our people have a zeal of the Most High because we're Israelites, but not according to knowledge, unless you're of the elect. But these are heathens. The Pope you see today are Edomites. Not but the wicked, according to Malachi 1. So that's the false prophet. This is where Babylon the Great is mixing, the religious and the legislative and executive branch. They're mixing that together. That's why now, what do you see being pumped out? Draconian laws protecting fucking weirdos. You know, if you beat up a weirdo for licking his lips at you, they're gonna try to throw you under the fucking jail.
Right.
When that's a righteous thing. You know?
Well, you know, the Pope is really, the Pope been saying, like, we got to accept homosexuals. The Pope be saying that shit out of his own mouth. We got to accept the homosexuals. They're people just like us. That's how you know that slimy ass, wrinkly skinned nigga. That's how you know he was Satan, man. Full
really,
blown.
Really, in the ancient world, when we was ruling it, the papacy was for the church. It was for the people. Okay, it was like the bank. It was like the treasury. Okay, the priest was looked at as somebody who you could trust. We keep the money, you know, we keep the tithes in the church. That way, we can fund the government, you know, or whatever. Today, it's something different. But let me finish reading that. That's what the papacy really was when you had righteous men set up over it during the medieval times. But you had certain men that were decent men, you know, they might not have known the complete truth, but they were Israelites and they were trying to find a better way. That's why when those Israelite emperors came into power, one of them, Septimius Severus, Niger, I forget his first name, you know, and there was a slate of them. I'm bad with the names, but what did they do? First thing they did when they came into office, they started, they shut down a lot of those gladiatorial, a lot of in gymnasiums where a lot of perversions was taken over. They shut that shit down instantly. You know, because the pagan Romans, the Edomites, the white man, he was doing a lot of things that when our people came into power, they started shutting that shit down. But so this is, you're dealing with the papacy and the Pope today, man. This is the devil in sheep's clothing, man. This is, the Holy See is the universal government of the Catholic Church. And that's what the word Catholic means. It means universal. You get Christianity that comes from the Roman Catholic Church. You get the Nation of Islam, the Muslim faith. Hey, these damn Arabs don't even know that. Dummies. That comes out of the Roman Catholicism, and that was created during the Crusades, because you had everybody that was fighting to go into the Promised Land, into Jerusalem, and take that land, because that's the Most High's favorite piece of land. So you had the Arabs fighting over it. You had the Edomites fighting over it. You had our people fighting to get there. That's what the Crusades was about. Let's create a fucking religion for these stupid Arabs so that they'll leave the Holy Land alone and take their stupid ass to Mecca. Right. That comes out of the Roman Catholic Church, man. Okay, which were Israelites that were keeping pagan ways, and they needed a way to go back into their homeland, and for a while they had, you know, they conquered Jerusalem. But it's always been a hotbed. That's the same thing today. That's why you got the small hats that are fighting the Palestinians, which are Arabs. They're not the true people of that land. They're fighting them to stake claim, and both of them don't belong in the land. That's our land. Okay? But they're not going to teach you that in school. They're not going to teach you any of these things. That's what the lesson is about today. You people are indoctrinated. You're not educated. Just a bunch of fucking fools, man, quoting some stupid shit the devil programmed your ass with. But let's finish this, because we're going to get through this real quick. Universal government of Catholic Church and operates from the Vatican City. State a sovereign. So the Vatican is sovereign. They don't have a police force, and they don't have an economy. So how are they controlling the legislation?
Right.
Through what? The dragon. What did it say? They gave them
Revelation 16:13.
set upon the seat or something, or the beast or something.
Yeah. And out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. Because it's talking about the 3 unclean spirits.
You'll say something about the dragon.
Yeah. Revelation 16:13, and I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon.
Okay, maybe we missed it. Because there's a part where it says the dragon sits upon the seat of the beast.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah, I forget where that's at. But it's America that gives these foreign allies their power.
Right.
You know, because America for the longest will go into these countries and say, look, we don't like what you're doing. We coming in there and we bombing shit down. And then they give you people propaganda and you're like, yeah, let's do it. Okay, but now since it's getting ready to come back on you Americans, y'all don't like that though, huh? You stupid. That's why the scriptures say, it's better to suffer with the righteous rather than break bread with the proud, with the wicked. And that's, you people are guilty, okay? Because under the American administration, they've been killing and exterminating people. Under all of these pseudo philosophies, pseudo lies that you people accepted. So that's what's getting ready to happen to you people and your children. Proud, look, and they be proud about it too, look. So nobody's gonna pity you, you wicked, evil ass Americans, man. You know?
Actually, the priest calls Holy goes into that too. Yeah, that's
Okay.
you just spoke to. So, yeah. This is Revelation 17, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, going into the plagues that are coming to Babylon the Great, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. When you go to Revelation, the 20th chapter, it says that Esau will go out to deceive the nations in the 4 corners of the earth. Has he not done that since he came back into power? He hasn't took a lunch break. It says that they dream about wickedness when they sleep upon their beds. How are they going to deceive the world? We're going to get them tomorrow. You know? And it says, verse 3, So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 hands and 10 horns.
See?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just get something real quick to back that up so I can finish the article. It's real short. Wrap it up or whatever. It's Revelation 16 and 11. And blaspheme, I'm gonna start at 10. And the 5th angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast. It's talking about the plagues that are going on throughout the NATO and the EU and America right now. There's a lot of, hey, their borders are open too. There's a lot of stabbings going on out there. Niggas are getting arrested for telling the truth on social media. And we're only in the beginning. It says, and his kingdom was full of darkness, yeah, all this wickedness. And they gnawed their tongues for pain. So you people are feeling the pain, but here's the point. And blaspheme Yahweh, okay, or God of heaven, because of their pains and sores. That's what you people are doing as you fan your hand at the prophets. Okay, you're continuously blaspheming, okay? You know, because you're afflicted, but you think you got the truth. But what we're saying to you is some criminal type shit, you know?
Yeah.
It says, which hath power over these plagues, because the Most High is bringing inflation, okay? And they repented not to give him glory. You still won't repent,
Yeah.
okay? Because you're proud, okay? You think that you got it. No, you don't have it, okay? And when the Most High start destroying you, you're gonna say, why? What happened? What's going on? And you're gonna go to Pharaoh. You're gonna go to Trump. You're gonna go to your politicians just like you're doing now. How long, how long does this have to go on before these fucking idiots realize that it's only been getting worse every fucking turn? I knew that as a kid. But it's because your pride. You're looking for the next party.
Right.
You're looking for the next smooth word to coincide with your wickedness. So you don't feel guilty, man. You know?
I got a precept real quick. It's Revelation 9, starting at verse 20. It says, And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk, neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts.
Yeah, and you're in a society that's flooding, that's able to channel demons out on you. You have a high level warlock, Esau Edom, who is very crafty in witchcraft. It tells you that in Genesis 3, that the so-called white man is the most craftiest and subtle beast in the earth. You know, he comes off as innocent and nice, give you a suit, and then, you know, give you a scholarship and some money, and you think you made it. Meanwhile, you got people on social media saying we did everything the white man told us to do. Why the fuck we damn near homeless right now?
You got women that's on social media right now crying their eyes out. I'm about to get kicked out of my apartment. How could this happen to me? I went to college. I got the bachelor's degree. I did everything I was supposed to do. Well, you know, like the scriptures say, what does it talk about? Who will pity a charmer when they low power mode? Who will pity a charmer when they are bitten with a serpent? A lot of you people, you played around with this serpent. You fascinated with the idea of becoming established with the so-called white man's power system, right? And it's totally corrupted yourself. You know what I mean? Like when they brought Martin Luther King into the fold, that nigga proposed the idea that Negroes in Esau should walk and hang out and hold hands and become a sovereign nation together. Integrate themselves. Okay, and fast forward years later, okay, niggas are fully indoctrinated by Esau. Niggas is working with them. They love them. The black woman is having a baby with them.
Well, why
right?
you got it?
And at this and now Esau, he's turning the tables on your ass.
Why you think why you think these Israelite women slut themselves out before they even have a chance to even understand what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
By the time they realize that, damn, I want to be married. You know, I'm lonely now. I'm getting older. You done already slutted yourself out because that's a philosophy. That's a doctrine in the world.
Yep.
They tell you, just go. You go to college parties. Man, hey, these women don't even look the same.
Nope.
They look used up. To the untrained eye, you know, you can't see it.
Tattoos everywhere.
Tattoos everywhere. Hey, these women don't even look that good. Even the pretty ones, it's like, you look used the fuck up. I'm cool.
Cigarette breath, bitch got, you know. Now the pretty ones be having little bags under their eyes.
Yep.
And it's like, what the fuck is wrong where she look like she work at the dispensary or something, man?
And you could tell they used up by the way they look. Yep. They looked all dried out and depressed.
Yep.
And just gone, man.
And you know what? And that's why they love Esau so much, because the only motherfucker that'll really accept the whore is Esau. You know, Esau, he's always there to save the day with these bitches. You know what I mean? Because Jake, yeah, Jake has been brainwashed to want a slut, but really in Jake's mind, Jake don't want no hoe. You know what I'm saying? Esau is the only one that'll still put a ring on a bitch finger knowing that she's had sex with the whole city. He gets turned on by that, man.
That's why he's went around, went out of his way to make toys for these women.
Yep.
You know, okay, well, I know you don't really like me like that. You like me, the so-called white man, for what I can do for you, but I know I can't please you, so let me try to give you something to replace the men of your nation. Give you the toys, give you the porn. He gives you all access to try to destroy what you already have. You already have the Israelite man, the top guy on the men of the, we're the salt of the earth.
Substitute him.
Yeah, substitute him.
Get this little fucking vibrator.
Yeah.
Carry it. Oh, carry it in your purse.
Yep.
Make it convenient for him and shit.
Yep.
You know.
Sleep around. I know I can't have you like that. Once you find out I'm so weak, you know what I mean? Then the shit, you're gonna be off anyway. So how about you just bugged out? But let me just finish this. It says the Pope is the ruler of both Vatican City, state, and the Holy See. The Holy See, as the supreme body of government of the Catholic Church, is a sovereign juridical entity. Can somebody get the word entity about the show? And then after this we can wrap it up.
This is entity in the Adam Online. It says a thing. Well, it says being.
It's a thing. Okay, I was thinking about deity, but that thing is principalities. Where's that in Ephesians? The 5th chapter or the 6th chapter? Okay, those demons, the fiery, Satan. It says under international law. So this is an international thing. The Roman Catholic doctrine is international. That's why when you get into the top main religions, they all speaking about the same dumb shit. Just love everybody, smoke some hookah, and sing Kumbaya. Meanwhile, the world is on fire and there is no love. Yeah. Everybody's scheming and hating on one another. I mean, hey, hating is on a, everybody want to say, oh, he hating on me. All the rappers. But every last one of you motherfuckers are haters. When you outside, all you see is these niggas hating on you. You know what I'm saying? You cool, you in your own spirit, you look over, you got a nigga mugging you, and you want to go over there and slap the teeth out his mouth. But let me finish that real quick. It says, so this is an international thing. You people are under the influence of these spirits that the Most High has mingled in this oppressive society, man. Because the Most High is plaguing this place. That's a plague. That's actually in Deuteronomy 28, that he's going to smite the people with madness. Meaning crazy. Everybody's becoming crazy. Because you won't accept the love of the truth. A nigga won't accept the love of the truth.
The world is sick.
Yeah.
It's sick.
I'll knock you.
Yeah, you know.
You knock you come down, man.
So, yeah, you know. Hey, the truth is coming out. But, all right, let's finish this. It says, the United States and the Holy See consult and cooperate on international issues. See, that proved it, though. Under international issues. You know, so the United States and the false prophet that we just read about, they come together for what? The spiritual sector.
Right.
You know, the spiritual sector in this light of what we're talking about is not under the guides of the true religion, which are the true breakdowns to these scriptures. They come with love and all these false philosophies. Christmas, Easter,
bullshit.
which Easter, a lot of these religions you people fall under unknowingly is nothing but women worship.
And you know-
Like Easter is cloaked under woman worship. That's why you got your head stuck up the woman's ass. Because you're under the spell of these different demonic forces, man.
You know what? They about to celebrate Halloween. You go into Halloween, it goes back to something called Samhain. Samhain was a bunch of witches that it was based off the murdering of children. You know what I mean? And that's why you got, what is Halloween? It's dress your child up, let them run out and possibly get kidnapped. Because, you know what I mean? You got dark forces, underground organizations that make billions of dollars a year off of kidnapping children and, you know what I mean, torturing them. So Halloween is a day where them niggas that are part of that organization could just walk around with a fucking mask and just invite your child into their house for extra candy, man.
Well, you think all these children, every year, just about 1 million, it's probably 3 times that, go missing.
Yep.
But you people don't care.
Give a damn.
As long as you can put that ugly ass makeup on your face and hide your ugly ass, you could be a whore and run the streets, and you could be a fake thug, you don't care about nothing. As long as you can stuff your face, spread your legs, and just be a complete degenerate, you don't care. But see, the Most High is getting ready to break that up, because real soon you ain't gonna be able to afford gas.
That's right.
You're not gonna be able to afford a thing of bread. You're not gonna have a job. So you're gonna have to sit your dumb ass down on that couch and figure out how you're gonna move around, because you ain't even gonna be able to get your dumb ass on the bus. Because there's gonna be a bunch of crazy niggas on there getting stabbed.
Yep. Straight up. It ain't gonna be safe to go outside
You know?
pretty soon, you know?
So we gonna get to see who's gangsta out here real soon. You got all these wannabe niggas running around. You gonna get to show how tough you are out here real soon. When you got real crazy niggas ready to put something through your fucking head. You know?
Right. And you know what? And like you said, going back to the religion, it's all unifying to one thing, to the chip. The chip is gonna be the hot new religion that they're gonna push. Because that's gonna come with a doctrine, man.
Yep.
The mark of the beast is gonna come with a doctrine, right? And I'm just gonna say it out in the open. It's gonna be the micro technology that they want to insert inside of your skin, so that way you could buy or sell. That's the mark of the beast. You take that, you're dead, nigga. All right, and that's gonna be the new religion, because that's gonna come with a whole bunch of other feel-good shit. Just like how Jesus Christ came, the vibration of Jesus Christ came with all this faggot behavior. Imagine what the fuck that chip is gonna come with. That shit gonna come with all types of different hypnosis and hey, get this, man. We can dance better. You can walk. You can do this, nigga. You know what I mean? This is what they working on, man. This is what it's all about. Integrate mankind into a digital world database and put the technology inside of you. That'll be the new religion for niggas,
And
man.
it's not gonna be to liberate you. They're gonna propaganda, I'm saying the wrong word. They're gonna give you propaganda to make you think it's beneficial. But once they got you in that bondage where everything is digital and there's no more everything is cashless, what you gonna say? You're gonna be locked in.
Yep.
That's why the root word for the mark of the beast is charagma. you're going to be besieged. They're going to build a trench around you. Like the scriptures say, meaning that, you know, after they got your ass, you've given in to that doctrine. Now, once you realize what it really is, you're going to be like, hey, man, I ain't with this.
Yeah.
This is a social credit.
Take this out, man. Can I take this out?
Yeah, you have a social credit that's going to go with that. You know, you niggas like to do a lot of dirt in the streets.
Yep.
Hey, a social credit system is when you're being penalized for your behavior out in the city. They're doing that in China right now. You know? So if you're guilty, they can cut off your bank account. And all your money is gonna have expiration date. If you get any funds with that chip, you gotta spend it before it's a certain date. So ain't none of you gonna get the bag. You know?
They just said either I think this month or next month, all Starbucks are going cashless.
Yep.
All Starbucks are going cashless. What do you think that's about, man? You see, this ain't no fucking joke, man. Okay, they're really moving on this shit, man. All right, the devil is really coming down with great wrath. Why? Because he know that he have the short time, man.
That's right.
All right, them demons that's in the WEF, all right, they not just talking the talk, man. They actually putting shit in motion. Okay, they having them little meetings, and then they going back and they going to go talk to their sources and working shit out. I think the Elder Mwatazak, he just said on the Day of Atonement lesson, he said the president of Kenya has just made it mandatory that all babies, starting in December, all babies, as soon as they're born, they got to get a microchip.
And they've been doing that to animals.
So all babies in Kenya, starting in December, got to get a microchip, man. Okay, and you already know Africa is under the heel of Esau Edom, man.
And look at under the CV-19, if you know what that is, look at all the countries that didn't want to play ball and what happened to them and their leaders.
Yep.
You had several high officials being deleted because they didn't want to play ball during that, you know, these foreign entities that was trying to bring out these different mandates. Haiti is one good example, you know. So let me just finish this because it's almost done. It says, the United States and the Holy See, which is dealing with the false prophet, the Vatican, Rome, consult and cooperate on international issues of mutual interest, including human rights, peace and conflict prevention, poverty eradication, and development. That's how they're going to prevent the chip, the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
Okay? The way they're moving these immigrants and opening the borders, what are they saying? Oh, well, you know, this is a sanctuary state. We have to accept all people.
Yeah.
Okay, you ain't caught on yet. It says, hey, they have a saying, you shall own nothing and be happy. Okay, so poverty eradication, they're giving all these immigrants stipends and money, thousands of dollars, and you can't even, and loans to get homes, you can't even get a head up, all right? Because it's an agenda. Let's finish. Poverty eradication and development, environmental protection. How is that when they shooting chemtrails every day? And interreligious understanding, whatever that means. Pretty much they're saying they're gonna give you a pantheon, which means all demons.
Yeah. Demons
You know,
report.
because-
All demons report.
Because
Yeah.
the word religion goes back to the Latin word religio, which means to control.
Yeah.
You know, the breakdowns of the scriptures, the correct way is called true religion. Because you're supposed to be controlled under the manual book that's prescribed for life. You know?
Basically, Esau is getting ready to create a new tabernacle, and it's going to be AI. That's going to be the new tabernacle that everybody got to report to. You know what I mean? And that'll be the determining factor. That's why they about to put robots out here that are going to be the executioners, man. You know what I mean? They got robots with guns attached to them, and it's going to be up to the robot if you should live or die, man. Imagine that. We can't even get these wicked ass police to have mercy on you. What are your chances with a fucking robot, man?
Oh, yeah.
A robot is just black and white, sir. Is that the violation of Penal Code 383? The sentence is death.
And they're going to be programmed to target you Negro, Latinos, and Native
Yep.
Americans.
Yep.
Why you always sitting back over here looking at us crazy? See, when that day come, You Negro, Latino, Native American men, you're going to have a snot bubble in your nose crying, and you're going to want some word of comfort from the prophets, and the Heavenly Father going to put the Spirit on us to spit in your face.
Right.
Lord's willing, we're going to turn your ass away, man. Okay? Because when you had the opportunity, you loathe the Most High's law. And see, these niggas, they be like, what are they talking about? Because you niggas are in Christianity, you ain't never heard the word brought out.
Right.
You just been in the church for 80 years of dancing and sweating, and Jesus loves you.
Yep.
Under the gay rainbow. You know? So you Christians by this point, you should already know that ain't the damn truth. You worshiping a Greek idol, Jesus Christ, which was given to you by Ptolemy. That go back to the Ptolemaic dynasty, where Ptolemy created what's his name? Serapis Christus. And implemented it to the Bible.
I mean, that don't ring a bell when you be in that church, because you know when they got on like the windows, they be having like white Jesus on the little windows, church windows. I mean, you at this point, man, you should be in that church looking at that like, hold on, why, you know, what's up with that? This white ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? This demon up there, I'm supposed to give all my praise and pay my tithes to that nigga? And it's just the white man, they always got in the church where he's like above the church congregation. He's on a window at like the highest point of the church, just looking down on everybody. You know what I mean?
Scripture say don't make for yourself any graven images. And then who is this Greek? What, I thought he was a Hebrew. Why is a Hebrew Israelite of the Hebrews Jesus Christ?
Yeah. Ain't no backstory on him. They
Nothing.
In the Christian church, they don't never like give a backstory on who this nigga is, man. You know what I mean? It's just all the feel good shit he said. Don't nobody ever go into like what he said and go into the etymology of what he meant and, you know what I mean, compare it with what's going on. It's just a bunch of feel good shit, man.
But see, when they conquered the so-called Native Americans, that's the first thing they did. They started sending them to them indoctrination camps.
Yep.
Them Catholic schools, them missionaries. Sticking them up in there, because those was Israelites. And we got tons of receipts. I dare you to step up here. What they do, that's the first thing they did. Brought that image of the white man, and then start changing the doctrine.
Yep.
You know? Going back to the Biblical Destruction Group in 1910, and even before that. Because if you could get the original scribes of the actual letters, like for example, you got something, and we about to be done. You have something called the Deep Sea Scroll, the Dead Sea Scrolls, where, for example, the original papyrus documents of the book of Isaiah has been copied over 4,000 times since it was written. And you could go through the ones that's in the museum, you could actually, because they'll say, oh, well, by now the doctrine has been changed. You could go to the root and look at every last one of those documents, and they're all the same. If you know the Paleo Hebrew, you can see the name of the Lord. Yahweh Shai. So you dumb motherfuckers don't know none of that. Okay? And you make a man a transgressor for a word when you don't even know what the fuck you talking about. But see, that's of Yahweh Shai. Because he said he's gonna blind the rest of them. And his elect, they're gonna find the truth. Romans 11. And the rest were blinded.
Right.
You see? So it's over, man. Because you people have no humility. All you gotta do is bring your crunchy ass and ask a question. They go stick their face in the white man's ass in the school.
Yep. Quick.
His libraries. You know?
Yep.
But when it comes to the word of the Lord, you got an attitude. That's because you're a homosexual.
Right.
You Israelite men are a bunch of homosexuals now, man.
That's all it is.
You're a bunch of emotional homosexuals. Can't nobody tell you nothing.
Yep. Yeah, I can't take authority from another man. These niggas, Jake don't have no spiritual recollection at this point to where, you know, he don't hear the words of the Lord. He just look at it as, I'm not finna have them niggas tell me what to do. You know, that's why Jake can't come up here and listen, because he don't want to be told what to do by another man. But the white man, Esau, he make all the exceptions of the world, man.
He get a pass every time.
He get a pass every fucking time, man. But his own people, but Jake's own people will try to correct him, and he ready to fight tooth and nail for his personal freedom.
And they get that shit from their mom. That's why the Most High is going to destroy this place and set up Israelite men back over the nation. But you can't follow a woman. You know, you got certain decent women out here, but you're not. It wasn't designed for men to follow women. Women follow their damn emotions.
Right, everybody know that.
And all these men are in the spirit of their fucking grandma and their auntie.
Everybody know that a woman. Everybody know that. I mean, everybody know that a woman is highly emotional. She'll tell you that her goddamn self out of her own mouth that she's emotional and she can't be trusted. But Jake is so goddamn just hell bent on just getting the leader. Just like when the Lord put Saul in the power seat. The Lord wasn't really trying to put Saul in the power seat, but Jake was crying for it.
Yup.
Oh, no, we need something.
Yup.
You know what I mean? And the Lord was like, look, I'm your leader. You know what I mean? Y'all got me. Fuck what the heathens
You don't
got
need a
going.
president.
You don't need a president, man. I'm the one. I already set up judges. I got prophets for y'all. Like, y'all good. No, we want a leader.
We want a king. We want a president. 2024. The truth is here. Niggas is crying for Trump. Last year, they was making rap songs saying, fuck Trump.
Yeah,
The Latins and the Negroes. That's how easily you can persuade a dumb nigga.
man.
Just put some propaganda out there and give him a milkshake on the news, and the nigga's ready to bend his ass over.
Yep. Hey, I love Trump. Stupid ass nigga, man.
So who's the stupid ones, huh? You know, they looking at us crazy. But with that, man, shoot, I don't know if brothers
I'm
got
good,
something else.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all we got, man. Hey, Tawadi Yahbashim Shai for this lesson. Give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.
double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles once more, who rule well and teach well, and all praises to Yahweh Shai. Shalom.
Right, Shalom.